Many of you already have an idea on how you might want to use Blackboard Collaborate to enhance instruction. This PowerPoint will just review a few ideas on how to use this technology. Just to review, Blackboard Collaborate is an asynchronous web conferencing technology. There are a variety of ways to incorporate web conferencing in instruction, no matter if you teach in an online course, a typical face-to-face classroom, or even a hybrid course. In this training presentation, we are going to go over a few ideas on how Blackboard Collaborate can be used. However, there are many examples that can be found online on how instructors are creatively using Blackboard Collaborate in their instruction. So in this lesson, we're going to briefly describe how teacher-student meetings, group project collaboration, virtual office hours, guest speakers, live or recorded instruction, peer-to-peer support, professional development and training, and study groups can all be enhanced through the use of this technology. These are just a few examples, and some of these might spark an idea on how you might use the technology in your course. But as we know, each course is unique, so the way you use Blackboard Collaborate will also be unique. So we're going to start by going over each of these elements and how they can be used in instruction. So one way Blackboard Collaborate can be used is to host meetings. This web software can serve as a space for teachers to meet with students outside the classroom. This limits the geographic restrictions of an online course or even the geographic restrictions on a campus. These meetings can be used to discuss projects, discuss concerns or issues, talk about successes or upcoming projects. Also, this could serve as a place to hold advising appointments, which are important in higher ed. Some courses might even use this as a way to talk with parents if there's a need for some sort of orientation or discussion. Blackboard Collaborate is also an ideal location for group project work. This provides a workspace where students can collectively work on an assignment and they're not limited by space. Together, students can select a time to get together to work and plan a project, yet do not have to be in the same location. This provides a great platform to discuss ideas and take notes. The whiteboard feature, which we will discuss in further modules, can also serve as a space to work out project details. Students can work together to create materials, and this also limits how sometimes projects fall on one individual to complete. So everyone can work together to complete the project. Also, if there is a presentation component of the group project, students can use Blackboard Collaborate as a space to practice and plan that out. A popular way that Blackboard Collaborate is being used for instructors is they're setting it as virtual office hours. And these are important because they provide a time for students and instructors to come together to work through problems that are occurring in the class. Blackboard Collaborate limits geographic divide as the instructor can always be available during set time to assist students. This is also an option for online classrooms because often instructors can only be reached through email. So setting virtual hours allows for students to know that there is going to be a time to verbally communicate and get feedback from their instructor. Blackboard also allows for sharing of files. The instructor can use this as a way to assist students if they're having a problem. And they also can help them through any issues they may be having during these virtual office hours. Blackboard Collaborate is also a great platform to invite guest speakers to come and talk with your students. Often students in online courses do not get the opportunity to hear guest speakers or hear experts speak on the subject covered in the course. This provides a great outlet for letting speakers interact with the students. The microphone can be modified so only the speaker can talk, questions can be recorded in the chat room and then moderated at the end, or even there could be an open forum where students can interact freely with these experts or guest speakers. Blackboard Collaborate can also limit the geographic restrictions of the speakers, so experts and speakers can be brought in from across the world, and students can interact with them and get to learn from them through this technology. There is also a recording option associated with Blackboard Collaborate, so guest speakers can be recorded, and then in future classes, this guest speaker can be shared again. A live or recorded instruction is another way instructors can use Blackboard Collaborate. In traditional face-to-face classrooms, if an instructor knows he or she is going to miss a class, they can record instruction using Blackboard and share that with their students. So even though they're not going to be there in the classroom, they can still hold the planned lecture or classroom instruction. Live instruction also rarely occurs in online courses, so Blackboard Collaborate allows for this live interactive instruction to occur. So students and teachers can interact. There's a tool where the student can raise their hand and participate in the lecture. So this is often a part that is kind of lacking in online instruction, but can be used through Blackboard Collaborate. Peer-to-peer support can also be enhanced through Blackboard Collaborate. Blackboard Collaborate sessions can be created so that students can communicate with one another. This benefits learning through socialization, so students can help each other on homework or help work through difficult concepts together. They can also discuss reading or ideas covered in small groups. This can help expand on their studies. This is something we greatly benefit from in an online course because verbal communication rarely occurs. But this can also aid face-to-face instruction because it provides a space outside of the classroom for students to come together safely and work together. Blackboard Collaborate also serves as a possible location for professional development and training. This can limit travel costs associated with professional development and time associated with professional development. It also has a recording feature like mentioned before, so a training can be recorded and shared for those who cannot attend. It can also foster a unique environment where people can openly exchange ideas and network with an open communication associated with Blackboard Collaborate. So it can bring together people working in the same field from across the world, across the country, and come together and really grow from working together. Study groups is another option for using Blackboard Collaborate. So instructors can set up this for their students, and it'll provide a space for students to work together outside the classroom and discuss upcoming exams or assignments. They can work through difficult concepts together and not be limited by location. Whether this is a class online or not, it provides a spot that students can turn to for the support within instruction. If the instructor wishes to be involved in the study group, the students can post questions for the instructor and he or she can answer them and really help them support through their learning. So these are just a few suggestions on how Blackboard Collaborate can be used in your classroom and in instruction. So now we're going to look a little bit on how you and your fellow instructors plan on incorporating Blackboard Collaborate in your classroom. So please return to D2L to complete the activities associated with this module. And in the next module, we're going to discuss how to actually go about using the software itself. So that's about it. Thanks.